Hi guys, Sonny the Badger here.
Angie Mama Badger.
And tomorrow, what is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the day.
It is the day we've all been waiting for. Tomorrow opens up registration for the world record poker run.
This video is going to be about registration, the steps that you'll be taking, what you'll expect to see whenever you go to register.
So this is all about how to do it. Angie's actually going to pull it up on the screen and walk you through a registration process.
All right, here we go.
Ta-da! All right. Now you can see what's going on. All right, guys. So this is the page you'll see when you go to World Record Poker Run and worldrecordpokerrun.com and select registration.
Correct. It's not on the menu right now because
it's not open for registration
yet. All right, so I need to be on the actual screen here to scroll down.
There you go.
Okay. As you scroll down past our countdown to the poker run.
151 days, 18 hours left.
Yeah. You're going to find registrations only open March 1st to May 31st, and we're going to tell you there's no exceptions, guys.
June 1st, you cannot be part of the World Record Poker Run.
Right. Many of you guys have been asking about the ride itself, so we have details on here about the ride, and most importantly, to tell you this is not a group ride. It is a poker run. So feel free to read through the ride. The game, how are we going to be playing the game, what the expectations are, everything that's included in that. Bike services. A lot of you have been asking about getting your bike sent here to Florida and riding from Florida to Sturgis rather than riding all the way here to Florida to start off with.
And we teamed up with an awesome company that is doing a flat rate fee for anywhere, basically anywhere in the country, with a couple of exceptions. So that'll be awesome.
All right. So once you get your bike here, how to store it, where to store it at, and scheduling your bike to be serviced. Those questions will be answered once you have registered. Frequently asked questions, we have its own page with a bunch of different questions and answers for you guys. And you guys need to decide, is it going to be one rider? That's $175. Or are you going to do rider and passenger? They're separate buttons depending on which one you are choosing. We're going to go ahead and choose, let's do register rider and passenger. All right, you're going to come through a series of steps. Step 1 is the actual registration. You're going to be filling out the rider form, and you'll be making your payment at the same time. This is for the passenger. If you scroll down, you're going to see, I'm sorry, that was for the rider. If you scroll down, you're going to see for the passenger. You're going to enter in your email address, your first name, and your last name. Should we go ahead and do that to give an example?
Sure.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh, cool. It makes you verify. I had no idea. What am I doing? Bicycles?
Bicycles.
That's convenient. Do you see any other bicycles in these pictures? I always mess with one of these.
Looks good to me.
All right, let's verify.
All right, depending on how fast your internet is.
Yeah, and since we're recording at the same time we're doing this,
connections can be slower, right. Obviously. Okay, so you're going to fill out the boxes. It's already filled in your first name and your last name, but we need you to fill in your street address, city, state, and zip. You want to just put in some crazy variables in there?
Sure.
These are required, as you can tell. This is all the information we need to keep track of you as a rider and a participant in the World Record Poker Run. All right, the next step is going to be phone number. Let me put that in there. And the motorcycle towing service. So we did have a charity that we asked to be part of the run, and the charity had set up motorcycle towing services for her members that become a member of her organization. And so we decided to include it in with the registration process. As you can see, you are getting coverage for 30 days, July 30th to August 30th. It's going to cover 2 tows up to $150 each. So this is a cool thing. If you're wondering and concerned whether, what would happen if you were to break down on the side of the road, you are going to get some coverage just by registering to be part of the POKER run. So you're going to be in all the information related to your motorcycle. Now, if this were to change or you want to opt out, that's fine. You don't have to fill, I guess it's saying required on here, which we'll discuss. Maybe we'll change that so that it's not being required. Because if you've already got a service and you don't want to have this, although it's already coming in your registration, I don't know why you wouldn't go ahead and sign up and you're extra covered. But if you, for some reason were to change the motorcycle that you were riding, then please just notify us personally and let us know. All right. Then you're going to read this is the rider form. This is like any other rider waiver that you would sign on any other normal POKER run. So you'll want to read through the details on that. It does specifically say in here that you are agreeing to download a GPS app on your phone that will help you track for the POKER run. And that is needed in order to turn in for the Guinness Book of World Records. You're also agreeing to sign up for a text messaging. This will be our form of communication with you, especially in the case of an emergency. We can get information to you promptly. It could also be information, though, that we provide before the ride happens, too, just to give you updates.
Right, because a lot of this stuff is not going to be public knowledge, right? So you that have registered for the POKER run, you're going to have information that the general public isn't, that they're not privy to, but we need a way to get that to you, and this is one of those ways.
All right, so you'll scroll down the bottom of it. You'll do your date. You'll do your signature electronically. Just need to scroll down, and it will say accept and sign. Bless you. And then
You'll do the same thing.
No.
Oh.
It says next on there, so that document's not done yet. Need an initial. That next portion talks about the game and the ride. So it's the same information that you saw on the previous website page, but it's also included in here for you to have because you'll be able to download and print this.
And then you just click finish.
Thank you to Sunshine State Lawyers, Biker Lawyers, for sponsoring us. All right, next up is you see it pops up and it says pay now. So you'll click on pay $175. Go ahead and click on that.
To pay it?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're going to see, you're going to just fill out your credit card information. It is secure, I promise. It's actually through a system that we set up through our business.
Right. This is what we do for a living, guys. So you do not have to worry about this at all.
Yeah. Okay, so once you hit pay $175, then it'll tell you it's all complete. We're going to go ahead and skip that portion. I will tell you, though, if you do not pay, then you are not registered, obviously. So you need to make sure that you've made your payments. Right. Next is your registration for your passenger. It's going to look very similar to the other one. Of course, it's not going to ask for your make, model of the motorcycle since we already obtained that, but you do need to make the payment of the $25 for that passenger. So be sure to do that.
Then next step.
Next step. All right, this is where we're going to have you sign up for your text messaging. You're going to put in a new text message to that phone number you see on the screen.
Type in your first name, your last name, and World Record POKER Run, so we know who it's for.
Right, and then it's not to be a quick response to say you're opted in. Within 24 to 48 hours, you're actually going to get a response from Sonny.
Yep.
I put him in charge of that. So he'll be responding to say he's got it. So if you do not see a text response back, please text us again.
Yes. Then you go next again.
Yep.
Step 3, bike services.
Yeah. So got an analytics that popped up on the screen.
What the heck? What the heck?
There is no analytics. Nobody's been on here yet. Okay. So bike services, we've got the button there that you can push to take you to the details for the transportation, for the storing and the service. All the information is not on here because this is in the middle of the steps of registration. So we've created a whole other website page for you guys to have. It will open in a new tab, and you need to make sure and bookmark that new tab. You only get access to this if you're registering.
Yes, this isn't for the general public. We may open that stuff up to the general public like after all registration is done, but until that, this is private information just for the people registering for the poker run. And mainly, guys, so you understand why this is. We need to make sure that rooms, haulers, all of that stuff is available for all of our participants before the general public, right? Because we're out to set a world record with all our participants.
Yeah, and we're planning on having many, many other participants
Yes.
joining us. So you just click on that button there to take you to that portion of it. And then the same way with lodging. Again, opens in a new tab, and you need to bookmark that new tab.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Are we marking what one we're staying at?
Yes. So
All
you
right.
guys are going to see when you click on it for every location, it explains in the description, but it also says number 1. It's the first tab you're going to see under each location. And that tells you that that's where the Support Bikers crew is. If there is rooms that have been allotted and available at that location, then you're able to go ahead and
So I'm
stay
going to
there.
tell you, if you want to stay where the crew is staying, they're going to go the fastest. So you better register as soon as it opens up if you want to stay book where the crew is.
Some of them are limited.
All of them are not very far away from each other. I mean, we're all staying in the same general vicinity, but if you want the one with the crew, you're going to need to do that quickly.
We needed more special attention because we have chase vehicles with us. We will have trucks and trailers. So we needed parking
Right.
to be able to accommodate all of us as we roll into town. All right, next up.
The 4th and final
And
step.
this is our last step. So guys, we need your help. This is an event for all of us that are participating, but for those that can't make it, that want to join us as well. So we need to spread the word. So if you'll go through here and you'll click on these events. So this one's the main event, and say that you're going. Then we have our kickoff parties and our card pulls. So if you'll click on each one of those, they're going to take you into new tabs as well. So you can come back to this tab. And then, so mark that you're going so that everybody can see, brag a little, as I say, tell everybody where we're going to be at.
This just helps us spread the word, guys. So we really appreciate you guys taking a few minutes of your time and doing this.
Okay, if you've been to the World Record Poker Run portion but have not been on the Support Bikers website and taken a look at these different tabs and everything, Support Bikers was set up to help you guys, to help you guys
Connect.
support one another, to help you guys connect with one another. And so we encourage you to go put your free listing on the map. As I point down here, it's just a great way if you're going on the ride and you meet up with somebody and you can't remember maybe their last name or first name or their road name or where they were located, or after the trip's all done, you want to connect with them there at that time, then you can go look them up here on supportbikers.com.
And the other thing is, if you're a World Record Poker Run rider, you get a special pin. So on the map, this red pin would show, well, you actually get a special one because you're a World Record Poker Run rider. So when you look on the map and see the pins, you will look different than just the normal average Support Bikers member.
I thought this would be fun to do. Hope you guys join in on that, where you can get on the map or you can search for riders. Then we wanted to, of course, put down here our charity, bikerdown.org, have you guys know what we're doing. We're raising money for this charity.
Absolutely.
That is the goal. And for you guys to know exactly what the foundation does. So we've got a direct link to her webpage.
Bikerdown.org.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got down
That's
here?
it. You're all done. And you'll be headed back to the World of Poker Run homepage. So,
all right, guys. That's it. I mean,
yeah.
pretty simple. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Pretty simple, pretty easy registration process. Just be sure a few things. If you need your motorcycle hauled, haul bikes will literally come to your front door to pick it up if they can get the truck in there. If they can't, they're going to ask you to take your bike out where they can get to it. And like I said, they're doing a flat rate anywhere in the country except for like 3 places. All the details will be on there for that.
Made it to where when you scroll to the bottom of the page, if you kept on scrolling, you're going to see a contact us button. It takes you to our contact us page, which has our phone numbers on there, email address, so that if you guys are going through the registration process and you have problems, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah, and we've said this before in our lives, and I want to say it here again. We don't know how many people are going to register for this. I know we tried to get a couple hundred hotel rooms per city. We may blow through that in no time. And then they said they have more rooms for us, but we can't guarantee that. The other piece is, like we were saying last night, just capacity, right? We don't want anybody not to be able to attend, but once we get 300, 400, 500 people, we have to reevaluate and see if we need to shut off registration or if we can keep going. So if you want to go, I just implore you to register as quickly as possible.
Yep, and get your rooms booked.
And get your rooms booked, right? So you can stay with the crew or whatever you're wanting to do.
You're in charge of Sturgis. We don't have anything to do with Sturgis. Once you guys get there, make sure you get that set up too, because we know that those can go fast.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to our Support Bikers crew. Thank you to our sponsors. We've got the Sunshine State Biker Lawyers here in Florida for all your legal needs. Thank you to our stops who have paid to participate in this. We've got Twisted Fork out of Port Charlotte with Bert's Black Widow. We also have John Maxwell with Maxwell's Motorcycles in Georgia. Thank you to Eureka Bars. We've got Legends, and we've got the Switchback Bar there. We'll be rolling into Cheyenne to the dealership, which is called High Country Harley Davidson. That'll be on day 5. So thank you to all of you for your support. We appreciate it, and we're excited.
We are absolutely excited. And guys, if you can't go, but you want to follow along with all this, be sure you hit the subscribe button. And leave us any comments you have. We'll read them and answer them. And remember, guys, it's not about the destination.
It's all about the ride.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.